You look out there, soldier. We're here to do some army training. Hello, people. I left that accent immediately. Hello, people. Welcome to Fallout Friday. I today am looking at being in the army. This is a fun little side mission. Oh, I haven't heard this. Why would I not have come in here? Oh, well, let's listen.
Camp McClintock has been training U.S. soldiers, U.S. Army soldiers for 5 glorious years. You, class, are the last graduates taught by honest-to-goodness human drill sergeants. Go out there and show them that the old ways are the good ways. I want you to...
Oh, something happened.
If I may interject, Sergeant, that'll be all. Thank you, thank you. I want to say, as your governor, I am enormously proud of all of Appalachia's sons and daughters today that are graduating. And I want to say the future of Appalachia is going to be even brighter as we bring in a new age of automation to train new soldiers for the fronts faster and more efficiently. But today and tonight is yours to celebrate. Thank you.
Okay, so we are in Camp McClintock. Now, this is an army training barracks. You have missions in which you can learn to work for the army. You can, you do a whole series of different bits and pieces. It's really fun. It is really fun. Now, most of the missions that you get to do, you can repeat. And I'm hoping that you get to repeat this, although I'm noticing that it's not giving me the option. It's going to be a relatively short one if I'm not getting the option to repeat the mission. It's going to be a little bit annoying because I really wanted to show you guys this. No, is he not going to? Okay, well, when you first arrive here, this guy, the Master Sergeant, will basically give you a mission. And the whole thing starts with you having to get yourself some proper army scrubs. A proper army outfit. Now, that you would get from down there where the quartermaster is. And then when you go back up, he basically says, good to see you, guy, coming in. Hopefully, you'll do great. Now off you go and start your training. So, why is it raining through the ceiling? That's weird. So what you do is you then come out here. You can go up there if you want. You have to unlock the door, but I have already unlocked it. And the very first mission that you'll be given is here. This is the firing range. Obviously you can purchase ammo, but you basically use this computer here to... Actually, can I use the computer, I wonder? Let's see if it would let me just turn it on. Okay, no, damn it. Alright, well I thought I'd try. Basically, when you turn it on, you come out of this and you get 30 seconds to turn round. Oh, hello. You're a bit close. You get 30 seconds to turn around and shoot all the targets. Now, you can basically see the targets. They're these ones that there and there. You can see them all. They all turn around with a target on them and you've got to shoot them all. Once you hit them all within 30 seconds, you then move on to your next one. Any that you fail, you just redo straight away afterwards, so you don't have to worry too much. This is also quite a fun mission to do because there's lots of level 20 Mr. Gutsies flying around, so they will help in case anyone attacks you. Now, this is an interesting mission because when you have to speak to 3 different people, in air quotes, and when you touch these buttons... Oh, he's not going to say it either. Basically, they give you a little statement about who they are and where their families lie, are from and what they do and that kind of thing. And you have to decide which one is a traitor. You can access terminals. You can find diaries. I'm thirsty. I've got plenty of water. But basically, you have to go into these three and find the one that you think is a communist. Let's just quickly have some water. There we go. I'll fill it up a bit. There we go. I've got loads of purified water now. I've got a water purifier at home. But once you work out who the commie is, you come here. And you get asked to perform an obstacle course. Now, the best thing is, even though the buttons won't work, but you basically have to start here, push that button, and then go backwards and forwards down along these, push the button. You have to push the button to recognise. So you see, you have to go along that cable to make it to the other side, and if you fall off, you'll land in the water. I'm not risking the water because the radiation is very high. And then you've got to push the button and go under there into the water. Now, I took a Rad-X before I went in there, and it was still quite high. You've then got to push the button again and start walking on this platform over there. I'm going to do that bit. Come on then, let's do this. Up we go. And now we go round. And then we get up to here. And then we go halfway. Now, these are all timed. The entire time you're doing this, you're timed. So you have to do the whole thing within a certain amount. And it keeps track of where you are on them by pushing the buttons. And then you would push this button. And go up and over. And then you push that button. And then you go and push this one. And you go over these. And the whole time there's a Mr. Gutsy shouting at you. Come on you can do it. Blah, blah, blah. So you make your way up here. Up to the top where the flag is, and that's the end. Well done, recruit, you've done really well. Here we go, you now need to go onto a live fire, is what it says roughly. So you then make your way over here. Now these little huts are barracks, and you can just wander in, collect anything that might... It's a good place to get little bits of armor here and there. It's always nice. Just have a little look around and see what's in the bits and pieces. I like the way it's raining through the ceiling of all these buildings. But yeah, so you then follow the path around here. Obviously, that is the obstacle course on the right, so you can come through here as well, if you don't want to go past the barracks. And then you come up to here, and this is the last test. This is a live fire combat training. When you access it, what will happen is robots will suddenly start to appear, and they are communists and you have to destroy them. Now, they will appear scattered throughout the area, and unless you're relatively close to them, they won't come at you. So you do have to keep wandering around. Ah, there's one. This pod over here is the kind of thing is where they will come from. They are kind of created and spat out of this tube. And there's a couple of these tubes around the area, so you have to kind of wait for them to appear and then kill them. And I think it was like several waves. I think it was like I had like 2 waves or 3 waves, then 3 waves, then 3 waves. I feel that they come out of here as well. And then once you've finished the waves, you have completed your training. And what you can then do is you can then go back to the captain. Alright people, so this is just a bit I wanted to add on the end, because I'd found something out and I thought that I would just show what I've discovered, because it's fun and it's helpful for me, and I'm sure it'll be helpful for other people. So it is related to power armor. Now, power armor takes up a lot of space. Very bad. But as you can see, hold on. The power armor chassis weigh 10. Now, 10 isn't that bad. And as you can see, I've got 2. The conditions are the same. The weight is the same. The values are 0. They're not worth, because you can find them quite easily. Now, if I place them down, plonk, and then the other one, you can see that one of them has full power armor almost. This one is just a power core. This one has everything except the leg. The only thing it doesn't have is a left leg. Everything else is in it. Now, they're all being stored in the chassis. If I try and pick this power armor up, it goes into my inventory. If I try and collect this one, it will not work because the pieces are level 30. But look at the weights. That's 11, 12, 12, 14 and 17. But I can't pick it up. But as you can see in the corner, it will recall it in 60 seconds. So if I leave it just out in the world, no one can touch it because I haven't dropped it, I've only placed it down. And then when the time runs out, it will send it back to my inventory just as a chassis weighing 10, rather than having to store all of the separate pieces. So, if you find a power armor in the wild and you cannot take it because all the pieces are too high a level, the easiest way to do it is take the pieces off, pick up the chassis, place the chassis down again, put all the pieces back on it, and it will then be recalled to your inventory, and you're only storing the 10 weight chassis, and all the other pieces are just stored on the actual chassis itself. There you go. Still weighs 10. It's insane. But it makes it so much easier to arrange all of your bits and pieces when you don't have power armor bits that weigh a ridiculous amount of weight. So there you go. That is where I'm going to end it. I'm sorry that I couldn't actually show you the mission. I don't know if that mission is something that just doesn't redo, or if you have to wait for it to kick in. I don't know. But you can go up there and have a look, and you can do it all at least once. So if you haven't gone in there yet, then go in there. It's really fun. Be an army person. It's all great. So thank you very much for watching Fallout Friday this week. Coming up this weekend is Retro Weekend with RPG Heaven and Amiga Heaven. So keep an eye out for those. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again next time.